No questions.
Well, I'll start. Representative Paul, I'm Ed Morrissey from Hot Air. You're here at the SRLC, excuse me. It's a leadership conference. Did you feel a need to deliver a message to Republican Party leadership? I heard a little bit of your speech. Are you concerned about the direction that the leadership is going in right now?
Well, if you ask about delivering a message to the leadership, yes. I deliver the same message to everybody who'll listen. And I've been doing the same message for 35 years. So, yes, I don't, the point I made was that the Republicans have lost credibility because they speak a good game, but they don't act very well. 1980 occurred, not much changed. 1994 happened, nothing changed. Year 2000 happened, nothing really changed. And yet we're the party of limited government and individual freedom. So I would say that my message was that we should practice what we preach. And right now, it's absolutely necessary because people are so disgusted. They're leaving both parties. They're getting out, and they're on their own, and they're upset, and the country is bankrupt. So, to me, there's a fertile field out there for a message that I believe is deeply needed.
Dr. Paul, I'm Matt Armstrong with the Austin Capital Times. Get the obvious question out of the way. Have you given thought about running for 2020?
No, I haven't thought about that. I don't have any plans to do that. It's a long way off. I'm wondering about whether I'm going to have enough energy to go back to D.C. after those last 2 weeks that we had on medical care, and we go back on Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking about. But I was delighted to be here today and participate in this function.
Dr. Paul, Michelle Godin with WGSO. I'm wondering about Senate Bill 3081 by Lieberman and McCain that allows for the detention of American citizens classified as belligerents. I don't know if there's a companion bill introduced in the House, and if so...
And what would be the consequence of that?
It's called the Enemy Belligerent Detention and Prosecution Act.
For putting people in indefinite detention?
Correct, American citizens.
And also, an American citizen. And also, it means, I don't know if it's in that bill, but that same idea is to allow our government to assassinate American citizens.
Correct.
Totally outrageous. Horrible. And yet that is the move that we're in. But that's been going on not for 1.5 years. It's been going on for 10 years now in a general direction. So whether it's indefinite detention, no habeas corpus, whether it has to do with torture, or even targeting an American citizen for assassination with no charges made and no due process. But these are bad guys, they say. Yeah. And you know what the definition is? One person in the administration can determine that that individual is a threat. If that person is determined as a threat, then they can take him and put him on that list. The understanding I have now, there's 3 or 4 Americans. Hey, well, that's just a few, and we know they're really bad people. Well, someday they might make a mistake and put a very good person on that list like they do on those lists at the airport. Some very good people get listed, and then you get thrown in jail forever and no court. It's a bad trend. That's the type of big government that not only conservative Republicans, liberal Democrats and all should be very, very upset about, instead of the two coming together on it.
Well, you propose ending the Fed. I'm sorry, Inside Louisiana News. You propose ending the Fed. Let's say we end the Fed, then what? What would happen?
Depends on how you do it. I mean, if you ended the Fed tomorrow, it would be very chaotic and there'd be probably no benefit to it. The Fed, though, might end itself by the destruction of money. If you have runaway inflation, Fed's game over. That's what happens when Zimbabwe has runaway inflation, Mexico, Central America, Germany. I mean, it's been known, and we're capable of doing this, and we're approaching that rapidly because we're printing so much money. But my proposal is to legalize competition with the Fed, and that is for you to have the constitutional right to use sound money, gold and silver currency. If you do that today, you'll be arrested, even though you would be you'd be correct constitutionally. They will put you in jail for that. So my idea is to legalize that, get rid of the legal tender laws, and people who like the Fed and like paper money, fine. If others like to deal in silver currency or gold currency, they should be allowed to do it.
Mason breakdown of America. At this point, who would you put your support behind for 2012?
2012. I don't have a choice. I mean, I pick nobody. I guess I have a lot of choices out there.
There's nobody you would.
I haven't given that very much thought. It's just still pretty early. That's like when they asked me about who would I appoint to the Supreme Court. Well, I don't have a choice on that either.